Okay, we're live. I want to see if I can get this going on Instagram too.
Hey guys.
I am not sure that it's going live on. Oh, looks like it's going live on Instagram. So we'll find out soon enough. And we already got a couple people on. They're ready for this RUT report.
I think we all are too, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we usually start a week earlier. This year we kind of pushed it back a week.
Good evening. How are you?
Hi, Raymond Dancer. How are you doing tonight? Awesome.
He's obviously playing on another app. What are you on? What's that from Instagram?
No, it's from YouTube.
No.
Look something by the mouth. Seeing nothing here in St. Clair County. Well, that's not good. We don't want those kind of reports. Hopefully that picks up for you.
Joe? How are you, buddy?
Up, Joe? Yeah, what's Joe, where are you watching from? What county are you watching from?
The response time is so suspenseful.
Robert Barrett checking in. What's up, Robert?
What's up, Robert?
What's on, man? Robert.
I seen him rocking that Huntworth out in that tree stand, looking good.
Livingston.
Joe's checking in from Livingston. Nice. Well, hey, we've got some folks on. We're a couple minutes in. Let's kick things off. We're gonna start with Brad. He's covering a couple different parts of the state. But yeah, this is the first week, so get away.
Right on. What's going on, everybody? I took on Zone 4 this year, along with Zone 6. So we're going to start on Zone 4. Robert's
go ahead, Brad.
Got to hang out with so first report that I picked, I kind of read through all of them, and it seemed like everybody's kind of seeing close to the same thing. I mean, obviously, we all know we're just starting to get into the aspect of the rut. But the deer with the streak of cold, I feel, has, we were up north here, 2 weeks ago, and temperatures dropped. We had a couple mornings, guys, 28, 29 degrees. We were up there. It got cold. And we definitely did notice, as far as for me down here in Tuscola County, that my trail camera started going a little bit crazy with buck action instead of just does. So, but starting with Zone 4, Greg Cook came in out of Allegan County, said he's seeing lots of action, but it slowed down a little bit with the temperatures going from low and bumping back up. It did get a little bit warmer. So obviously it's going to affect them a little bit different. Bucks are getting excited, I would think, with the cold weather. They know what the cold weather means. Doesn't necessarily mean the does are ready, but they know what the cold weather means. So I also had Eric Richards came in. This kind of breaks down the counties we're talking about. I'm generalizing some of the counties and putting them together. Eric Richards wrote in. He must be venturing around Zone 4 because he came in and spoke about Newaygo, Muskegon, and Oceana counties. He said young bucks are pushing the does around, but the bigger bucks are starting to show up on camera. So not really seeing them by eye, but it sounds like he's starting to get some of his bigger bucks on camera. So, I mean, that's a good thing. They're getting up and they're moving. So last one I had actually sent us in a video, Dustin Evans. It's kind of quick where it shows it on the video. Tim's going to pop it up here real quick. It does. Right on the edge of Ottawa and Muskegon County borders. So kind of bounced around that zone a little bit. Obviously, as more reports come in week to week, we'll get a little bit deeper. Let me jump on to Zone 6 real quick. We're going to start out with Destiny Marie came in out of Sanilac County. They actually started doing some rattling. So Zone 6 is kind of up here in the thumb. She said they started to do some rattling. They were a little bit hesitant as far as that, and I know I did some rattling while we were up north. Didn't pull anything in on it, but it was trying to do more of like a real light sparring. Bucks were hesitant, but they were responding, so that's good. They're going to start showing up. If they're starting to show up to a little bit of a rattle, that means they're going to start breaking out of those bachelor pads, hopefully, and start, get those pods split up and start searching. So start getting a little bit dumber, as I'd like to say, because their minds get on other things. Had Gary Burns, actually from my home county of Tuscola County, said that he did have a big 8 pushing some does and making some scrapes at one of his spots. Said he unfortunately didn't get a chance to get a shot off. Kind of couldn't get it out through the brush. So, but obviously, I'm sure he's going to be watching that deer. And then lastly, Chuck Heathcote sending us in a picture. I'm gonna have Tim pop up real quick. A couple young bucks sparring out of St. Clair County. Says he hasn't seen anything big, but a lot of the smaller bucks are starting to ramp up that testosterone a little bit and then starting to get in the game. So as far as zone 4 and 6, it seems like everything's kind of the same. I'm guessing here in the next week or two, obviously, I know a couple of the guys have taken a week off of work. They're going to be out there punching it hard, and I think these deer are going to start really starting to ramp up. So, but yeah, that's what I got for you this week. I'm guessing the other guys have got quite a bit of information also, so I'll pass it on to whoever's going to take the reins next.
All right, I'll take over from here. I'm going to be reporting from up north, as we like to call it, the UP, that northwest and northeast corner of the state. So basically the same thing as Brad, a lot of pre-rut action going on, a lot of rubs and scrapes popping up. It seems to be the ticket is if you can find that activity is to hunt it. So bear with me here. I'm going to try to multitask the best I can, go through these reports. But we got Robert Barrick, who's watching us live right now. He reported on a zone 2, Grand Traverse County. Scrapes are starting to pop up and some younger bucks doing their normal things, bumping does around, but no sure pre-rut sign yet. But any day that could change. And I agree wholeheartedly. Skylar Corder, he's seen some light sparring and some small scrapes popping up. David Fish, he's in that northeast portion. He's seeing the same thing, light sparring, young bucks moving. He's anticipating the big bucks to get on their feet as we get closer to Halloween. Matt Hugh out of the UP, Chippewa, no sign yet. Bucks are still in bachelor groups. He's reporting. Let's see, that's a different zone. Otsego County, Michael A. Fayette has 2 bucks on trail camera at night. They're swollen up. He's seeing some doe tending it. Again, that's in Otsego County. Chris Trotter, he's sending this pic. His buddy shot this buck. He's seeing rubs and scrapes popping up and a little bit sparring. His buddy got this guy near one of the rub lines that they found when they were scouting. So, again, key in on those scrapes and those rubs. Let's see here. Moving along. Zone 2, Northwest County. Starting to see some scrapes and rubs popping up there. Also light sparring. So a lot of the same things over and over here in the UP and Northern Lower. And I've got another picture here. Dale Miller. This is out of Roscommon County. Fresh rubs starting to pop up where Dale's hunting at. And I believe this is the last report coming in. And again, just, oh, sorry, wrong picture. Evan Williams reporting out of Area 3 again. That's out of that northeast portion of the Lower Peninsula. So a lot of the same reports coming in. Scrapes, rubs starting to pop up. A little bit of sparring. I do know late last week, driving into work, I did see a buck kind of pushing a doe a little bit. Again, it was a younger buck, but that seems to be the common theme up here in the Northern Lower in the UP. So let's see. Who wants to go next?
I'll do it.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I seen Ray's hand raised too. I'll go first unless Ray wants to go.
Rock, paper, scissors, guys. Rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Well, Ray's on mute, so he's going to lose.
Let me turn my mic back on. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know your mic was off. All right. Well, first up, my report's out of 9 and 10. We got Ron Cluett. He sent a picture in today. It was pretty neat. He's hunting in Hillsdale County. He says they've been busy chasing hot does this morning. That was out of Hillsdale. It was a pretty neat picture he sent in. And we
Got a
got
wig
Greg.
on.
Yeah, yeah, I thought so too. It looked funny. Gregory White, he hunts Oakland County, a little bit of Genesee and Shiawassee, but he's starting to see small bucks chasing does. We got Patrick Dean. He's had new scrapes on Monday in Hillsdale County. Drake Crawford, he's seeing bucks running does every sit in Lenawee County. He's been watching them work scrapes for about a week now. And my report is out of Wayne County. And I am seeing the last few days, I've been seeing all kinds of pre-rut action. I've seen one of the biggest bucks I've seen yet on this property that I'm hunting. And he was trying to tend to these does. He was sniffing their hind legs down at the bottom, was trying to lick their rear ends and stuff. They didn't want nothing to do with them. And then this morning, I seen a little buck come in after he made a scrape, nose down, nose to the ground. Like he just was following a run that these does went out on this morning. But I'm getting tons of new rubs and scrapes every day. And this morning, by 8:30, I had two little does, tiny little does, go blowing past my tree stand. Almost ran underneath my stand. They were at full out, and I thought that was a little odd. And I sat there, broke out the grunt call. I did a little grunting. Didn't hear nothing. Put the grunt call away. About 10 minutes later, I'm hearing "Bah, bah," coming from that thicket where they come running out of. But he never showed up. So hopefully here in the next couple of days. Oh, and my trail cameras too have been ringing pretty much day, night, and midday now too. Last like 3 days, I've been getting midday pictures.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
How's that go?
What's that?
Your grunt call.
All right. Ray, let's move over to you.
All right, so I'm in zone 7 and 8, central lower Michigan, and southwest Michigan. So I'll start off with a good friend, Charles Fagan. He's out of Clinton County, I'm pretty sure. He's been seeing a few scrapes, 6-point bumping does, and a smelly buck. So you know what that means. Tarsal glands heating up. So that's out of Clinton County. Out of Branch County, Larry LeBeau, I believe is his name. Forgive me on the last name. He got himself a nice 8-point. Tim, you should be able to pull up the picture. Bucks rubbing, scraping, chasing. He took a beautiful buck, 8-point. There you go, right there.
Nice.
Congratulations on your buck, buddy.
Absolutely. Beautiful deer.
Out of Berrien County, lots of scrapes and rubs. William A. Boss, I want to say. There's good. Look at them big buck rubs in there. I'm terrible with my, forgive me, names. But another one, Matt Wager, out of Eaton County, had a video of a buck making a scrape and touching up a licking branch. I don't know if you can pull that up, Tim. So that's all I got for you. There were a few other reports, same thing, rubs, scrapes, whatnot. And last but not least, yours truly has an update for Clinton County, central lower Michigan. As y'all saw last Thursday, I did a hanging hunt after work on a piece of public that's not too far from work. I went in, I scouted up by the road because I'd seen a couple doe a couple days before that. Didn't like what I saw. Come up over this hill, come down the ravine, down around this cattails, and it comes to a pinch. And then it opens up to like a 40-yard wide jaw of woods, only about 100 yards long. I saw 2 scrapes. There it is. Saw 2 scrapes, couple buck rubs, decided to get up in this small little oak tree. And if it wasn't for my beast hunting equipment, I wouldn't have gotten that thing. But I got up there. I made a couple of doe grunts. 25 minutes later, I heard something coming in them cattails. When it got to the edge of the woods right there, I almost lost it. He started eating a little bit. He made a scrape. He was going to go to my left and cut behind me, and I was like, that's bad. So I made one little grunt. And he turned like he was going to come right to the scrape in front of me. About a 16-yard shot. Got him on my longbow. So I think he was starting to rut up. Good for me.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to get it with a longbow, man. That's something.
Absolutely.
I can't. Hopefully everybody's seen the sneak peek video, because that is that is Ray Dancer through and through, and that's why I love Ray, man. That emotion just shows through. And how can he not be emotional? That's a tank, as we like to call him around here.
Tank. The tank. Oh, hey, and I wanted to, was it Thad Shelton that made a comment? Detroit River real soon, man.
Yep. Detroit River's heating up while they're filling their feed bags.
I'll be down there, man. Probably next week one day.
Right on.
Now,
All right,
Jason,
Bill.
I appreciate that, Jason, because that interests me. I want to get down and get some of them perchies.
Yes, they're hitting big time too.
Shallows in Lake St. Clair. Yeah.
Yeah,
We provide more than just RUT reports around here.
fishing reports are RUT reports too.
Right. Let's see. All right. Bill, bring us home, brother.
What's going on, guys? I am bringing you Zone 5, east side, central, east side of the state, west side of the bay, Saginaw County, Clare County, Isabella, Bay, Aranac. On my way out to the stand tonight, I actually passed 2 nice fresh scrapes. So that got me pretty excited. I haven't been out in a good week or so. But it seems like the general consensus, I guess, for our area, my area now over here in Zone 5 is it's just starting to heat up. Within the last week or so, a lot of scrapes are starting to pop up. Phil Lundwig out of Isabella County is seeing lots of rut activity. Nice scrapes popping up. And this cooler weather hopefully should have everything moving. Today my trail cameras were going crazy, and right around 1 o'clock. So it's definitely a nice sight. I unfortunately I got tomorrow off of work, guys, so I'll be out first thing in the morning playing on my rub line and see if I can't make something happen. Roderick out of Clare County, he's definitely noticed things are starting to heat up over there as well. Starting to see some scrapes and rubs pop up occasionally. It's still early, but it's nice that the activity is just starting to ramp up because it's only going to get better from here. And then also David Lefevre, he actually got to watch that buck make that rub the other night, which is pretty cool. But slowly but surely, it seems like the general consensus for this area, everything's starting to heat up. Everybody's starting to see some activity, and hopefully as the colder weather starts coming in, hopefully it ramps up further.
All right. Well, hey, let's do this. That kind of concludes our reports for tonight. We're going to drop these posts on Facebook every Sunday for you guys to share your reports, pictures, and videos, and we'll try to pop them up on these videos. Well, let's do this before we go. We wanted to kind of keep this short, and we're at the 20-minute mark. But let's go round robin real quick. Each one of you guys give us the tip for hunting the rut. What's the best advice you got for hunting the rut? Let's start with Ray, the buck player.
Well, in all honesty, guys, I'm not even running cameras right now, and because I went mobile and I know the grounds because I've hunted them for years. I typically look for those pinches and around thick bedding, and I find those fresh rubs and scrapes, and you can bet I'm going to be on them.
Okay. Find the fresh rubs and scrapes. Dennis, what's your advice?
During the rut, find the does and you'll find the bros.
Keep it simple, stupid, right?
I've been called
Right on. Bill, what do you recommend?
One of my things is I like to hunt skirt the edges of the bedding areas. Right now, I'm actually one of my favorite spots is set up just off a bedding area. I've got a nice rub line behind it, and I mean 2 fresh scrapes coming in today, so everything looks good. I personally like to skirt the edge of bedding areas during the rut.
Solid. Brad, what do you have?
Patience. I think you have to have patience. I'm still trying to figure out my little 12-acre spot here. I butt up to a lot of ag, and right now I have to have patience because they're just not cutting it down around me. So the bucks out here are not pressured. There was a lot of good deer killed in Tuscola County during the youth hunt, and so far this year, all pre-rut obviously, but for me it's going to be patience because last year I had a really good buck pass on Thanksgiving morning, but unfortunately he was on the other side of the creek, which doesn't happen to be my property. So for me it's patience. I know they're here. I've seen them with my own eyes. It's just everything around me's got to come together. And right now, my goal is to kill a good deer, good mature deer on my property. And I'm in a good transition area between ag and bedding because my neighbor behind me, the whole line is nothing but Russian olives. And then you got to cut through the oak line down the creek line to get over to the ag. So eventually, another thing for me is time. I can get out there and have the patience, I think eventually something good's going to walk in front of me, and I'm gonna get my opportunity to do something good on my own property. So that's my goal.
I'm going to piggyback off what Brad Atwood just said. I forgot to mention, I had a southwest wind last Thursday. I had to be on the north side of it. It worked out perfect because, like Brad said, they come out of that cattails, and he was scent checking and looking for that scrape, but he was never going to get binos because I was on the other side, and he made a terrible mistake.
What about you, Tim?
Well, you guys took I was going to say every single thing you guys just said, so I got nothing extra to add. No, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty similar to Ray. Like, you find the fresh shine and hunt that. I'm up here in the northern lower in the big timber. I'm not sure if I'm freezing up right now.
No, you're good.
You're good.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. And let me tell you, the big timber did we find up north? Holy cow. I had no clue. You were frozen, Tim. I was just explaining to them about the big timber, what we found up north. We found some big timber.
Oh, yeah. So up here, it's kind of hard to pattern the deer because they can really roam wherever they want. So my biggest thing is you find that fresh shine, and that deer is going to visit that pretty frequently until they really start to get hot on the doe. So that's kind of what I focus on up here. I guess another question for you guys. Let's talk about what scents we're going to use and what type of calls, if any. And whoever wants to
I'll go.
throw it out.
Something else I forgot to say. When I got up in my tree, I don't technically use like naturally earthly scents too much. We use buck baits, but I used their doe urine, and I didn't put it at the base of my tree. I put it like around me on the tree. Yes, it's stinky, but I think that helps cover me a little bit. But did that really do anything for the deer? No, because he couldn't smell it because I was on the upwind side of it. But I will say that JPO game call that I used, and I got that on the GoPro, me using it, and shortly after, you'll see when we do the video, look who comes in. And it was on a doe grunt, not on a deep grunt, not on a more of a small buck, maybe doe grunt, because of that adjustable reed on that. It bellowed down through it there perfectly. It's worked for me the last few years. I love it.
Anybody got anything else to add? How about rattling? We trying rattling right now, or do we wait?
Well, I'm gonna start that this weekend. Just tickle them together. I ain't gonna be out there hammering them or nothing, but this weekend I was going to Hillsdale County. I'm gonna bring the rattling horns, a bunch of different scents, and I'm gonna bring the decoy. I got a small doe I'm gonna put out in that bean field and see what happens.
I would say the new JPO call. I finally picked up a JPO call, and it's more of a deep grunt though. I did not get the adjustable where you could adjust on the fly, which Tim has, and obviously you have also, Ray. And I really like that. I'm gonna probably end up looking into ordering that one as well. But I've never been a big vocalist in the woods with call. Duck hunting, Billy can contest it. I'll call some ducks, but I've never been a big vocalist in the woods with calls, so that's more of a newer experience to me. I just started rattling a couple years ago with a rattle bag, and just don't do a whole lot of grunting. I try to stay quiet, and like we were saying, the patience for me and hunting the sign, what areas I've got to get sign in here. But we'll see what happens this year.
Right on. Bill, anything to add?
JPO has one heck of a grunt call, man. Definitely, I feel like over the years they sound great, and I'm definitely been looking into the adjustable like you guys have, adding that to my arsenal. That
I definitely want to get one myself. I've been hearing them and they sound really good.
they sound great.
Well, I mean, you think about it, an adjustable call, you can go from fleet to a doe grunt, light, low grunt, or more of a high pitch, or a deep grunt if you have to. I never use a deep grunt in this state, but I hardly ever rattle. But I do know a guy at work that rattles every time he's out, and he's done well already this year. But I wanted to tell Brad Atwood, I think you messaged me, or I messaged you the buck that I shot the area last week. Unfortunately, I don't have video camera on the deer, only on me, so that might not be very exciting, but
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now,
It's pretty exciting.
Your reaction is enough for everybody to understand what you had going on in front of you. And we've discussed this. When it boils down to it, you're going to miss some of them on camera, but you're not going to miss the memories. So to us, the memories is more important. You take that shot, you push that camera aside. It happens. It happens to the best of them. It happens to the professionals. We're not professionals. We're just guys out here, just like everybody else that's sitting here watching us, doing the best that we can to bring our experiences to everybody else. So it's your reaction, dude, it says it all, man. So don't apologize for not getting that on camera. That's for sure.
what's up, Teddy?
So Teddy. Yeah, I think the only thing I would add as far as calling and sense is, I've had good fortune in that pre-rut is with buck urine. You can get a dominant buck urine and spray that in some scrapes. That might, upset the older folks out there in the woods, and they want to come in and chase off, whoever's trying to take over their territory. So that might be a tactic that's worth trying. So, all right. Well, I think we're going to end this for about 30 minutes. So we'll be back next week. We'll probably be in video format next week because we're going to really focus on hitting the woods. And so next week, look for a video. We'll throw it up on YouTube, and we'll have it here on Facebook. Again, look for those posts on Sunday evening. Those will drop for you guys to share your pics, your submissions, your reports, videos, you name it. We'll throw it up here for you guys. We enjoy getting that intel and sharing that with everybody else. So until next time, we'll see you out there in the woods.
Thank you for everybody who came in and commented. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Guys, good.